Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your daily sunshine report for 1/4/18, which is January 4th, the 18th, which is Friday. Tomorrow I will do my daily weekend report. Uh, I have several things that I want to talk to you before I get into my reading of the cards for the day. One thing I want to say is that a message that came to me, which was two things. One is make sure that you sit down and do a fear, like writing of all your fears out. It had came to me with that. I was sitting down and I was watching, reading an email, and the email was saying about, no, YouTube, get it straight. I read so much. I'm trying to keep up with it. I was looking at a YouTube thing by Awakened Twin. And Awakened Twin said for you, this year, especially at the beginning, it's going to bring out a lot of fears. And in bringing out a lot of fears, you're going to have kind of like really a purging of it. And she said for you to take time out to write down your fears. So you write down your fears if this is actually energy being poured out from you, from your hand onto the paper. And that should be able to clear some of your fears. I really heavily suggest that you do that, as far as taking time out to write out your fears and do that. It's a nice cleansing exercise to do. Remember, again, we got the new moon that's coming in this weekend. Try to do some things, some purging, some cleaning things. That's another way of letting the universe know that you want to make room for something new. Getting rid of some stuff. I need 2 weeks. I need another week for that. That's around here, really getting rid of that, so it lets the universe know you're getting rid of some energy and ready for something new. Set your intentions again. Find you some things maybe on YouTube that I have some new moon intentions rituals that you can do to set forth the intention for the new year. Also, I had a message from my Divine Masculine, and he told me that, it's second thing. I'll get to that. Second thing, thank you, which was going around and doing a soul retrieval. Last year, and I suggest you do that too. The soul retrieval is the practice of you going to places, whether you go there physically or you do a ritual, you sit there and you find yourself also taking parts of you that you gave away, like love that you had given that you did not get back in return. I read in Manifesto, I could see her, Lord have mercy, she had written a article. Some of you all probably already know what I'm talking about, that she was stating that in a lot of places, when you kind of lose your heart or lose a part of you, that you actually lose the essence of you, because you kind of get rid of that and then you go into survival mode. In order for you to survive and protect your heart, you kind of lose a part of yourself. And so in certain places you might have found that you have left a part of yourself there when you did not get like love in return, because you went into survival mode, and so you literally left the essence or part of you. I have been, since I think last year, when I wanted to, I went to Patricia Mcnealy's thing in August in the summertime. I started the thing of retrieving places, like, memories of things that a heart and lost loves and things of that nature. And so I went to a Irish museum. I took one of my friends with me too, my bestie, who also has some Irish, I believe, ancestry as well. And we went there to kind of learn about the history of Irish history. But I also, when I took my DNA through Ancestry.com, I knew that already, that I had some part of that in the family, because I could just feel it, and I know some things that had happened there where I karmically had started something and left some soul retrieval there too, where I had deserted my family because of something that was told to me, and I was like, you know what, I'm out, deuces, y'all, I'm out of here, you know, and I could see Ireland in the background, and so I went there to kind of retrieve that sense of memory, and some other things growing up there wasn't so hot, you know, working really hard and working to the point that, you know, just overbearing at a young age, and that I had to kind of go back and retrieve that as well. But also when I went this weekend, I went to one of my high school celebrations, and it was an event there, and so I went to go collect myself from my high school self, because it was parts there where I had my first love or my sweet high school sweetheart ish there, and that was an issue there, going back and forth with that, so I left the part there. And then I had also in high school, me really not believing in myself, because I went to one high school here in Chicago that's a magnet school, so the Divine Sunshine, as kooky as I am, I'm not as out there as you might think. I got a little high Q up here that's going on. It's just a lot of other things that came along that made me say about it. But anyway, so then even in high school, you know, I kind of struggled and didn't really pretty much do the most part that I could in high school, because of I didn't believe in myself. But then when they, like I told my friend Sean, when they try to give me F, I sure did pull that. I said, no, I ain't getting no damn F now. We gonna pull this out. So, you know, I pulled that from that F to a C. So in order for me to do the average of that, means I either got an A and a B for me to pull it up to a C from an F. So, you know, not a dummy. I got it together when I got in college. I said, I ain't doing this. But this point, but I went to go retrieve her. Got her together by visiting even my math teacher, who remembered me and told me some things about how he viewed me when I was in high school as well. So I went to go retrieve her, get her back on track. Next thing, I'm going to kind of go and retrieve some things in college. I'm going to go back to Atlanta and do that in the spring and go retrieve her and get her back. So right now I really say, you know, really go to these places if you can physically. And if you know it was some part where you got unrequited love issues or things that had happened at that certain location, go back and, you know, whatever, if you want to say the Ho'oponopono poem about that, about forgive and whatever, and then release and bring yourself back, then do that. That's another thing I would suggest that you practice doing that. If you could go to places that you know that have a real emotional tie to you, go and do that. Third thing is a message from the Divine Masculine, in which he told me to tell all the divine feminines, is that those of us that know that our divine masculines are in karmic situations, karmic partnerships, he said that we are giving too much power over to the karmic situation. We are not, this is what he told me energetically, not in person, although he did give me some advice today, but that's not in person. And so he was saying that we're just giving too much energy into that. We're not putting enough belief into them as to believing that they can get out of the situation, no matter how horrific or how horrible it is. And I was like, you know what, you do have a point. I do give more energy and more things like into the situation and concentrating into that, which, you know, whatever you think about more is more, you give more energy to, and it becomes more manifestation in that part. So really I want to kind of bring that to your attention, since my divine masculine brought it to mind. And he told me, please go and tell the divine feminines that's in there. Say, we're giving too much. We got to take it off. We got to start believing that they can do it. He said, because he's bringing it back to me. He said, because when you believe when you believe that I can do it, then I believe that I can. And that gives me energy to find ways to get out this situation. But when we keep on saying he's still with that B and all this stuff, and he don't look like he making it. He's just underneath the power. We just keep on feeding into it, and we send that energy over the rainbow to them, and they're like, yeah, I sure can't get out of this. She got control of me, and dot 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 dot. So if we want to kind of help fuel and stoke the fires, because we are flames, and which to kind of keep that flame to get more bigger than what it is, we've got to switch directions in the way in which we're thinking. Okay, so that is my spiel for that. I'm going to the reading. So I guess the reading starts at 10:25. Okay, so I have already pre-done the cards, so we can go right on into it for today's thing. So we have here, which is serve. The intentions of the day is serve. You need to ask yourself the question: if you could run your own country, what would it be like? So I would not even say it's the country. It would be the world. You could say about the 3D. If you could say also about how would you think that the your own world or your country, which is with your divine masculine in it, how would things be? So if you're the leader and you are really in your divinity, again, this question came up before, how would it look like? So start envisioning. So you start using that third eye to really start visioning about. So this is what today's thing is. It's really helping you to get real honed into what do you actually want to happen in your world. You are your own country. Isn't it some kind of statement or something like that? I think it's out there about that. And also it still wants to say about you, who are your heroes? Again, it wants you to kind of really go back again and seeing who are you really looking at as the big influencer in your life. I seen somebody on the Facebook today, and they was talking about their mother, how she was laying into it, and she's like, I can't do nothing with her. She's always thinking bad. She always speaking negative into me. She's knocking my hustle and my flow. If she didn't exist, she made me want to kill myself. Well, you know what? I wouldn't say that she's the hero, but she's a very great influencer in your life. And so you need to kind of really today is a day for you to really take introspection to see who is really influencing, who are we really giving our power over, like heroes, like superpowers. And in our life, that's one way of looking at it. Who are we giving our power away to? Is great influencer. And then also looking on the positive side, that would be the shadow of it. Who is really our great influencer or hero that we look up to help us, inspire us to be, to say, okay, I want to be like that. If I could be this, I'm going to take some things and pages from their book and kind of apply it to my own self, because they're really acting the way that I want to be in life. So look at that. Okay. Next thing is the energy for today, the theme. So what's the big event that might happen today is 6 of Earth. Gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. So today you could almost say Friday. It's Friday night. Just got paid. Party bumping. Feeling right. Moving, shaking all around. Yeah, so come on, party now. Just got paid. So we got that just got paid. So it's Friday night. So this is saying that you have gifts of money. So it might be payday for somebody feminines that's out there. You're going to have some new career opportunities present to you too as well. And you might receive a loan or be able to pay your debts off as well. Look like some of you all been really balancing some things when it comes to finances. You've been probably maybe juggling in a few things. Is what I'm looking at this fairy is doing. She's juggling on this scale here. And so you really right now you're dealing with the material world. Some material event that's going to happen today for you. So it could, like I said, being Friday, might be payday. Okay, so you got Queen of Earth. This came in reverse. Okay, so when I look at this Queen of Earth, to me, it looks like you kind of don't have like a little handle on things here. This is what's influencing why you in this 6 of Earth that need this gift of money, or need this new opportunity, or need this loan or payday, or you need your money, because right now you ain't been really kind of in your divinity, really at a higher state of consciousness when it comes to you and having material possessions. That's in reverse. So this is what's influencing why this event is occurring. You got 9 of fire, which means you're really taking some action. Things are lining up. You look like you're really trying to, in the past, this influencer here is really helping you to kind of get some things lining up. Like you really got a full grasp of where the things are going. In the spiritual, this bringing in these gifts, you know, kind of really, it's a faded, not a faded event, but really the spirit is lining up for these things to happen for you to get more money in the material world. Okay. And you're really looking at it really at all in wonder. It's like, okay, I got this. How do I operate with this? Yeah, this is really a gift that's being brought to you, because you can look at it, to me, the way she's looking at it with such wonderment. Okay. Next thing we have here is 8 of fire. Let me look up these things just to make sure. Okay, so we have, I want to make sure, we have 9 of fire, caution, uncertainty, reevaluating circumstances. And that's why I say you look like whatever this money thing, you kind of really looking at it. That's true. I see it like at wonderment. You really looking at what's going on. That one. So yeah, that's why I say you're weighing your options about your finances. I can see that. That's really evident here, because it's a scale there. So I see somebody almost like the old folks say, you playing Peter to pay Paul. You're doing a lot of kind of shifting of things financially that's going on. So you got to really be cautious about what's happening, reevaluating what's going on. Maybe you putting a little bit more into one basket than the other. You got the 8 of fire. Gathering momentum, celebrating with changes, travel, transformation. And like I said, whatever this event that's going to happen is going to bring you out. Because right now you've been kind of cautious. And again, like I said, this earth, I'll read that out. But here he is, 8 of fire, gathering momentum, celebrating swift changes, travel, and transformation. This event that's helping you get like a little leg up on your finances is going to be very helpful to you at this point. The next one you have, let's see, Earth, is it this way? Yeah, Queen of Earth, but that came in reverse. Okay, Queen of Earth, practical. Yeah, you have been practical. That's why I say it's in reverse. Some of you ain't got no grounding. Practical and grounded, trustworthy, earthy, resourceful gardener who tends to what has been planted. And that came in reverse, so that's a no-no. Like I said, whatever is money-wise that you've been planning, it ain't been so well here in the beginning. It's a whole different story now. But this event here is going to help you get a little leg up, seems like, because it says it's time for celebration because it's 8 of fire. King of water. Okay, King of water. Generous, diplomatic, fair, gentle, a good listener, non-judgmental, peacemaker, mediator. I'm going to go 2 ways. I'm thinking that this person, whoever it is, this could be a water sign that's an influencer of this. Maybe he might be the one that had given you money to kind of help you out. Maybe you're a little short. This is the person who's going to be able to help you to get this loan. This is to help you pay off some debts, okay? Or this could be the person to be is going to be the one who's going to give you this career opportunity from this job. So maybe the person who interview you is a Cancer, you know, Pisces, whatever, all those water signs that's there. So you look into that. This person is going to help you. They're going to be diplomatic and help you, although you're a little short on something. Maybe this payday. You might say, I got it, but I just got paid Friday. They say, wait a second. They take the needle off the record. Wait a second, I'm a little short. I don't know, we're going to be out here partying tonight, you know. So that's that's going on with that. Moving on. So you are right now in your heart space and in your mind space. What's happening with the divine feminine is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This is followed behind walking away. You might be really truly, with this being a year of self, you're really trying to find things that makes you passionate about, and you might really truly be finding yourself walking away from something. You're opening up the gate into your spirituality, and you're walking away from some of these things materially that's going on. And you walk away from things spiritually if they do not fit. Just like that person from Facebook, they were saying about their mother, like, well, I can't get away from my mother. I live with my mother. You know, I don't have the finances and money, but some kind of way within her world, she's going to have to find a way to walk away. And just like when I went to Patricia Mcnealy, she told me, you know, sometimes when it gets like that, go to a room, you know, like a mother's driving into her and telling her, you know, you ain't this, or getting all this negativity. What you got to do is just literally walk out the house or walk out the room and say, okay, I'll be right back. I just got to, you know, walk out or whatever, or go lie and say you're going to the restroom and sit there and, you know, put your back on the wall and put one right leg up and let it, the wall takes all that energy, that negative energy. Put your hand on the wall and just stand there and let it just take on, and put a hand on something wooden or something metal, and just let it take and pretend that all that energy is getting drained right on into that piece of object that you're in, and transmuted. That's one way you're going to have to do that. But you're going to, in order for you to find and stay in your passion, you're going to have to walk away. Also, Divine Feminine today, you're going to find yourself is the day of action. You're going to really find yourself action again. That's the Aries energy. And I see a Capricorn there too when I see that, which means you're going to have to be grounded as well. Really put the hammer on it. That's like the Thor, God, Thor. Yeah, that's what I thought. You got to become like Thor. I was watching Avengers, the thing, and how really that thing, that ability to take that sledgehammer and sledgehammer those things that no longer serve purpose. So in your mind, mentally, like you say, you got to walk it the way. You could probably just find yourself kind of energetically say, I'm gonna have to sledgehammer some of these things, because if I'm gonna stay passionate with things, some things I've got to get rid of. This is clarified by clean it up. That's why I say you got sledgehammer, you're gonna have to pile and get rid of some things. Like I said at the beginning, especially with this new moon, go and actually, if you say I ain't got time to clean up no house, just go in one section. If it's your office, say I'm just gonna clean up my desk. You know, I'm gonna get some things, take a little wipe off this, and just let the universe know I'm making room, I'm organizing some things. That's one way of doing something, but you need to clean up some things. It's mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and psychologically. You're going to have to clean up some things, and you got to take action with that. Also, you're going to get a message in the bottom. Some kind of way today, you're going to get a message about what things need to be cleared out of, how you're going to take action by an unlikely source through spirit. You know, you just might, like one day I went to Jewel here, and I went to the Jewel there, and a lady stood right next to me, and my nose was bothering me, but I wasn't sniffling or blowing my nose and nothing. I was standing right there at the honey section, and the lady, I was really looking for some red pepper jelly, and when I went there, I was standing next to the honey, and so the lady came next to me and said, oh my God, I just love honey. She said, have you ever tried this product right here? And I was like, nah. She's like, oh, this is raw honey. She said, this is good. She said, you know what it's also especially good for? She like sinuses. Now, I wasn't blowing my nose. I ain't look like my nose was bothering me or sniffing and all that stuff like that. I wasn't even messing with nose. And she's like, you know, this is what you need. She said, because, you know, bees eat up everything that we're allergic to. And she said, and so, you know, you have this raw honey, this will help you out. So again, that's unlike source. I'm just standing in Jewel, just shopping. Ain't no big thing. And then this lady came by. So just be open and receptive to some messages that might come to you. Okay, also, what is your divinity thing? The power energy that you need to work with is goddess of sensuality. Okay, again, this is being okay with the wanting the urge to merge, which is either sexually in the physical, or either if it's just you in the spiritual where you merging both of them, or you being okay with your femininity and expressing that. I told you in other prior videos before that sometimes with the feminine, it's kind of hard for her to express and be okay with being a feminine, because it's always the damsel in distress, or it's always, you know, if you're crying or you feeling like, oh, I need help, I need somebody to assist me, I need support, that, you know, we've been raised by this is a man's world, doing really being a man, man's job, which that's really not really our thing. And so, you know, it's okay, we can do that, let me put that, but you know, it's okay to be feminine, and if you feel vulnerable and if you need help, it's okay for you. It's nothing wrong with being expressing the women, your feminine essence or your energy that you truly are. It's nothing wrong with that. Society in some ways has came to a point that kind of beat us out of us, that said, no, that's not the way you're supposed to be. And so now this is all led on by a higher power, because it wants you to get really into balancing both of the divine feminine and masculine. Like I read to you all before, a lot of times they said that the feminine, you know, sexually, it starts in the heart and then it works its way down into the sacral. Some kind of way it kind of gets stopped right there, and we can't fully, so it's okay for you to get in touch and to send it down to the sacral, which is helping you to be intimate, connecting with others. And so the higher power is going to help you with ways with that, to how to get more in touch with that. And so then also this leads us on to the energy of the day, in which we got to surrender to the miracles, which is be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So again, by you walking away, some kind of way of releasing it, finding your passion, taking some type of action to remove and say, okay, I'm making room for my good, for my highest good, getting this message in the bottle, getting in touch with your self and the urge to merge both your divine masculine and divine feminine self energy wise, which is going to express on the outside. And this is all also with this big event that happens with somebody giving you some money. Like I said, it could be a water sign that's doing this, Cancer, Pisces. What's the other water? Why am I forgetting the other one? Is Scorpio a water sign too? Yeah. So those right there, they I don't know why I always think Scorpio is something else. Those three water signs will help you. And that's, you know, you're going to surrender to the mirror, because whatever this big money thing that's going to come and manifest in, is going to be like a miracle. And if you open up yourself to not just the financial thing today, but also in this, seems like this love and passion, or whatever you're really passionate about, that's going to bring. Because again, like I said, if you could run your own world, what would it be like? And that's going to help you to know about open yourself up to miracles, things that you didn't expect to happen. All right, moving on to the divine masculine. Okay, it says your intentions for today is to serve, which is what have you witnessed that has strengthened your faith in humanity? Good question. So you should be looking outside into your world now, so, and seeing how those things help to give you strength while you're on the Unisoul journey. Okay. Also today you should be working with what are you passionate about, and what do you want spend more time. Again, you got passion too, so you know, what are you passionate about? Is it about the divine feminine? Then you should be finding ways to how you can spend more time instead of retreating back because you're fearful or scared or whatever. Or if you say it's not time, I don't feel like divine time and told me to reach out to her in the 3D, then you should be working on how you can work on that energy within yourself. Okay. Especially when we're talking about love. And then you have grow. Oh, you got some good ones. The divine feminine, your things was to serve. And your divine masculine, you got intentions that's in the area of how do you serve, how do you love, and how do you grow. What's your intentions in love, what's your intentions in serve, and what's in your intentions in grow. And your question is, what are you working towards that could help, what are you working towards that could use help with? Okay, so you should be doing some introspection today to look at what are some things you fallen short as far as becoming in union with your divine unisoul here. So, or either becoming in union within yourself as well. So that's some things that you should be working with today. So let's see how the universe kind of answers that today. You have 3 of water. So this theme today is a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, or a birth announcement. The need to have more fun. So you're going to be able to, today is you're going to celebrate. Well, the Divine Feminine got money. She just got paid Friday night, party hunting, feeling right. So she in that going to the party because she got payday, and you in the celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth. Now, you know, maybe you're graduating. This could be something celebrating. Maybe I got this 3 of waters, which is 3 of cups. Maybe getting out of a situation with this 3 of cups, because 3 of cups in the regular tarot means it's this three-party situation that's going on here. So now let's look and see what this is about. So now you got Ace of Water. And let me read this. Water, Ace of Water, Ace of Water. Okay, Ace of Water, unconditional love, overflowing abundance, the fertility of love. So right now, because of this having celebration, you're celebrating. Seems like the influence of love is helping you to celebrate. It's a graduation and the wedding. Wedding to be also be a serious commitment. You're really thinking on that with the Divine Feminine. You feel like you're graduating in some ways, and it's time to celebrate because, again, you got this overflowing abundance, unconditional love, and the fertility of love. So you've really been grounded into this, and it's probably helping with the intent of the day. Next thing, you have love. That's self-explanatory. So love, say, I got love on my mind. I got love on my mind. So you got love on your mind right there. Well, these are some good cards. Okay, let's see here. We got 4 of fire. Okay. Okay. 4 fire. A new creative phase, celebration, pleasure, and harmony in relationships. Okay. All right. Something's coming together here. Okay, for you, Divine Masculine. See her playing the flute. She's on top of something. Got 4 things. So you're getting grounded in some type of action. I know definitely no fire is action. So some action and love. Okay, 10 of fire. I have to put the glasses on because I already see it's going down with the eyes. Okay. Ooh, yeah, whole new world. A whole new world. 10 of fire, burning away, releasing the excess endings, clear way for beginnings. Okay, so something I want to say, even with this this 3 of cups, I ain't no fool. I do know 3 of cups is 3-party energy. So somebody is you kind of releasing. It's something to celebrate and wedding. They trying to be a good tarot, which is good. I understand that, but then we got to kind of get down to the truth. I definitely know that 3 of cups is three energies that's there. So it could be a karmic situation, which is a person, place, a thing. So right now you're burning away, you're releasing some things and accessing and ending and clearing way for some new beginnings. That's also reflected of what the Divine Feminine is doing. She's got to take some action and clear some things. Okay. Then we got the Page of Fire. Okay, Page of Fire. Enthusiastic action, adventurousness, venturing forth, beginning a new project, acting on a new idea. This came in reverse. So right now, this to me is all up in your head space. You got the feeling, it's all, and I got the feeling, yeah. I got a feeling. What is that? That's that Black Eyed Peas song. That's just about as much as I remember the lyrics to it. That's just about as what you're doing. You just saying, I just got a feeling. You ain't moving on nothing. This Page of Fire is one of action. And it's little action at that. You enthusiastic about it. You think about the adventure, but you ain't making no moves. You ain't doing no Cardi B. I'm making money moves. You ain't doing that. Now we got Queen of Fire. Let's see what this is. Creative collaboration, soul connection, passion, inspired by spirit and artists. Okay, so all of this stirring that's going on with you, Divine Masculine, is all in the spirit. I can see some Divine Feminists, I can hear say, oh, hell. I thought he was on the move. Nah, ladies, this is all whatever going on with this common situation. He's inspired, but he ain't making no money moves. He ain't Cardi B in this. The red bottoms is down. Them ain't no blood shoes. Them ain't no shoes. He ain't doing nothing right now but just thinking, which is good. I mean, you know, you're inspired. Let's put it that way. I want to say this is really whoever this is also that's playing a part of this inspiration of me and celebration is Queen of Fire. So whoever this is, to me, is the fire sign that's involved here. So you got fire sign all running through your chart or whatever like this. It's a lot of fire, which is or this could be a feminine, a divine feminine that's really about a lot of action. She don't sit on her behind too long. Yeah, it's a lot of fire. Fire, 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 fire. You see any kind of only thing is water. Yeah, we got one ace of water, so maybe a water sign might be involved with this too. You got an ace of water here. Okay. The other one was water, fire, fire, fire for the feminine involved. Some earth there. Yeah, I don't see no air coming out here. None of this here. Okay, so that is what that is about. Okay, so now let's look at what's going on as far as the divine masculine. So you have in your thing, although you feeling this, you feel this thing of celebration. You know what? I'd like to say, like my divine masculine say, listen here. Things in the spirit going on is more real, and I had a reader tell me the same thing, is more real than it is in the physical. So rarely right now, whatever's happening in the 5D, I mean, it's a party, it's a celebration. He feeling in his spirit. It's something. So, you know, so within, so without. So it's getting ready here. Okay, so let's look at it this way. I can hear my little mentees talk about, you're always looking at the negative. You don't see no positive about what's going on. Okay, so let's flip it, ladies. Yes, it's starting. It's starting in the spiritual, and it's going to work its way out like that volcano and come on out. So with him, he's saying the soulmate. He knows definitely that you are his soulmate. He's right now is finding the balance. He's looking at things that happened in the past. He's leaving it in the past. He's focusing in on the light, finding the balance of what's going on as far as the spiritual. Just really trying to juggle and get a real good balance. That's funny. You had balance on yours when you was talking about 6 of Earth, which had the balance of the scales. Next thing also that's happening on his mind and in his heart space is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So he's really getting kind of with the flow, the ebb and flow, just like ocean and the waves. Just with that, he's going into this feminine side. He's looking to his divine masculine side. And he's just really kind of just going with the flow of things. And he's youthful, which means going back to recapture again. When I see the youthful is when it wasn't tainted with anything. You know, when you use everything's fresh, you're looking at things with fresh eyes. You know, you just really are open and receptive to things more. You're more jaded. You're less jaded, I'm sorry, about certain things. So that's what's going on with this. Attachment. He's dealing with these attachments that's going on, and so that's why he said he really wants to be more playful. He's playful. He's attached to some ideals or some things that happened in the past. Maybe some of this guilt that's got him chained, like chain, 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 chain of fools. So at some point, he was a chain of fool for something, okay? He's like, now you see here, attachment. This here, although in his emotions, he's taking the mask off. He's really getting to the point that he's saying, okay, I got to get real with myself. You know, let me look and see what I'm chained to. I'm still chained to it because it ain't a release there. but this is a good thing. Emotionally, he's taking the mask off. Okay. Next thing is a healer of the ages. I want to say healer of the past. That's good. That was a nice Freudian slip. So really looking at the past and seeing how can he heal from that. And that's going to help him to heal from this attachment that's going on. So again, ages, like looking at different periods, varied periods of time, looking at himself, and where he can become more like one of these cards say, unconditional, practice unconditional love, where he can become less attached to the past. And I think what the other day was, what was his regrets. So maybe he's still kind of looking at that. What things have he really nailed himself to the cross about, and where he needs to kind of resurrect from and create a new sense of him to his Christ-like self, which is being unconditional and seeing beyond the illusion of things. When we talk about love yourself first, he's in this mode, divine master. You're in the mode today to really love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attracted. So you kind of concentrating more on yourself, getting your hustle and flow together. And this is attracting more so the divine feminine or your emotional self to kind of get in line with your analytical side. Okay. Door to romance. Again, like I said, this here, whatever action you're doing as far as you taking good care of yourself, a lot of good self-care. I seen Patricia Mcnealy was saying today, she said, you know what, we got to get to the point that it's okay to be selfish, really kind of just take care of you, really doing you. Don't worry about other people. She said in society, people try to make you feel kind of bad about not doing you. And so you see a lot of red here. So you got to get rooted with that. You got some heart chakra activation there. Really find this is when you got door romance is going to be able to find the key to unlock that heart that you got caged up. That goes back to this attachment and you being bound by something you caged in. Next thing you have is door to spirit. Ooh, a lot of doorways, a lot of doors opening for you. Divine masculine. So door to spirit. When you open this up and you really concentrate on yourself, concentrate on you. Ooh, concentrate on you. Yeah. So that Jeffrey Osborne do 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 do. So you concentrating on yourself, it's going to open up the doorway to you really getting into that introspection of really finding the spirit, the true you, the divine masculine that is inside of you. And this is going to lead to romance, really love of self. That love of self, it fills over into love for your divine feminine and the love for the world. Because that's why they say you got to find your passion. What can you... how can you strengthen your faith in humanity, and what things do you need to work on and you could to help you out? What are you working towards that could use help with? And that seems like it's a self of love, okay? Because I've heard a lot of times they say, some of the divine masculines, especially in divine masculines in the Unisouls thing, most of the time it's an issue with self-love. That's the major part that they got to have a breakthrough so they could be opening up these doorways. Okay, next thing you have here is selfhood. You need to concentrate on selfhood. So today is really about self. So be selfish. If that means, you really take an introspect of yourself, shutting off the world, kind of really takes some time. I want to say that and you get into your divine energy, this to me looks like, go and do something that is pleasurable for yourself. Like take a time out. If you like some Starbucks, take your nice coffee, or get you a nice breakfast, or whatever it is, take your little time out. If you're nice warm climate, maybe for lunchtime, go outside, maybe have lunch outside. Say, you know what, today I ain't have no bag lunch. I'm going to go out and have me something to eat, at a nice little restaurant or whatever, real quick that I can get a quick bite and just spend some time with me. Or you might say, yeah, let me take myself out on a date, do things that you like with yourself today. Divine masculine that just really is like, I'm gonna have me some me time, okay? Because while you have that me time, you're going to go into treasure island, which is self-discovery mode, which is really discovering yourself, and you're going to unleash some energies and some powers and things. Now this is going to be slow. You got that turtle, but slow and steady. This is a slow and steady progress. When I see this is happening, especially in your emotional body. And so keep those things in mind, because it's going to unleash some things. So please today, Divine Masculine, do one thing that's for yourself. And I remind myself to do a tidbit to address that as well. Surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Yeah, because I think also, and I think my friend Sean talked about that. You know, sometimes you be surprised of how you manipulating situations, and you don't know about it. Like, okay, if they text you and you're like, okay, I ain't texting her back today. Okay, that's controlling. That's kind of manipulating the situation, or you answering in a certain way, or you know, you're controlling as far as your actions. You know, like, okay, I'm not gonna express myself. You know, she said, I love you, you know, I just smile and that's it, and keep on walking on my merry way. You know, or you just really, you know, you want people to act a certain way. So those are the things, and you know how you control. I'm not going to go on and rant about that. Those are just some examples. You got to get rid of that because you self-sabotage. Like I said, one way I know is really keen about that, and you can see in all of the divine feminines, especially when you talk about divine masculine, is you all really control on that sense of communication. It's like, you know, and we ask you, what happened? Why didn't you text me back? I was busy. Okay, you know, yeah, I'm busy too. I took out my day to text you. You're like, oh Lord, why I feel like I want you to say, you say, how was you doing? What he said? Oh yes. He said, oh yeah. Oh God, what is it? He does it to rap. He said, yeah, I know. I was I followed you today. You know, so he's like, you know, we both got something to do. You know, but that ain't no feasible excuse about that. Oh, I fell asleep. Okay, you know. So you didn't think, you got up in the morning and then you text me back 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You didn't think about, as soon as you get up, that you would text me back? You know, at least let me know. So it's a lot of times, and I keep going on, again, is you to me, divine masculines, most of the time you really are heavy on that control freak thing is through your communications or how you express yourself. You do a lot of controlling with that. So watch that. Also, you need to surrender to non-action. I ain't even see this. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Now, this to me is like a kind of like two ends of the spectrum. Now, you know, point blank, and I can hear you say, well, that's what I am. I'm just doing non-action. I want you to come. No, I ain't going for that BS. My thing is that you know when you're doing it, and it's from an ego, it's from your shadow. You know when you're doing it, and that ain't from that. It's a difference between that, you know, you've been communicating, and maybe she's not responding back, and you say, okay, let me pull back and not let me do anything. Or you know you've done something wrong, and she said, okay, give me some time out. You know, I don't want to talk about it right now. Give me some time. I'll get back to you. Or if you're doing what Patricia Mcnealy said, you said something. Let's say we in 3D and we're together. And you say something and I walk out the room and I say I'll be back and I don't come back. Okay, because you done worked on my very last good nerve that I had. That's what we talk about, non-action. Now would be a time to say, okay, I'm going to leave her. I'm going to give her some space. Not know like the other scenario. I text you and you don't text me back until 1 in the afternoon, talk about you busy. That's some BS. As soon as you got up, you should have said something then. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. It's a difference with these two. Okay, let me go on. What is my next thing I want to do is, the universe, and then we go into that, and then I'm finished. I did good. Clear? Yeah, it's a long one again. I'm sorry, I got good things, and I had to talk to you all, too. Okay, for the divine feminine, and for the divine masculine. Oh, okay. All right, where's your thing? And I did good because I did a 10-minute intro to you all, so it's really 30, so it's 40 minutes. Hey. Okay, here we go. Silver lining, 10:25. That's when the reading started. Okay, silver lining for Divine Feminines, 37. Okay, it only looks like disruption. In reality, everything is fine. Everything is, in fact, is beyond fine. Underneath appearances is a silver, gold, and platinum lining. Enjoy. So even with this money matters that's going on, even with you look like you kind of flaking, you got your passion, but you feel like some tells you might have to walk away. Everything is fine, like they say, because you're going to have to surrender because it's a miracle on its way today. God, that's a nice one. Heartbeat, number 49. Your heart is as wide open as a dance club on a Saturday night. Remember that old expression your parents use, I love you to the moon and back. That's how you feel about everyone. Enjoy this blissful state of love, sweet love. More is coming too. And I can tell you really in your heart space. Divine Feminine is got to kind of struggle with some things, okay? Let's look and see about what is today's going to lead us to know. Clear. If we master these things, how is this going to help us into union today? What is like the objective, like they tell us in teaching? What's the objective of us learning all these daggone lessons and experiencing all these experiences and our feelings and heart and mind and everything and in the physical? 5 cards. You don't act right and do the 5-card draw. Okay, you ain't giving it to me. Okay, that's all right. Shot to the heart, and you're to blame, baby. You give love a bad name. I don't know what it is. And you play your games, baby. You give love a bad name, bad name. Do 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 do. I don't know. I don't know who this is. He sent every time I do this. So yeah, that's that. Ooh, somebody a little angry there. I don't know who that is. Okay, somebody sent that to me. Play your game, you get a bad name. That go about that. I'm about to say that. No. So I told you that 3 of Cups came out there. You're going to make me curious to pull out some karmic things on the next one to see what's happening with that. Let's see what that means. I'm going to investigate on the next one. Not this one. It's too long. Let's see. The reason for these actions today or energies or whatever's happening is, again, to get rid of illusions, set forth course for home, and get the stars aligned. Next one here is for you, help you to level up, get more knowledge about some things. Yes, level up and knowing what you'll be able to offer yourself, your divine counterpart, and the world. This came, okay, okay, this not good. Okay, well, okay. This came in reverse though. So right now, okay. So right now, things, I want to know, do I want to really do this in the way it is? Because this came in reverse. So this is really us kind of, let me see what they want to say. It says it want to say that the reason why these actions are happening today is so that we do not walk away from each other. That's what it's saying. It's really stopping us. These things, they help us into union so we don't walk and go in the opposite. Like we turn our world upside down instead of really the way is right side up, and find ourselves going in different directions. That's what it says for me, because this is really, they're not facing each other. Like the other day they was facing. Today it's like, and also they saying, you know, to understand it's separate but equal. So you might be in separation or in your self-discovery mode, and that, you know, you're really your own person in this way and your own person this way. And then, even though things might seem like it's upside down, before you turn me inside out and round and round. So to me, this is like the world card, where you got, when you're up and sometimes you're down. So this is what it is. Again, it's about separate but equal. But again, before you separate and it goes into the bad thing, it's just like, this is like a prevention card to me. What's happening, these energies, okay? And then we want to make sure that it blossoms into something. So like I say, it's preventative care. Again, you going off into two separate directions. We're doing these energies here to kind of keep you back on track and back in balance, okay? That is it. That is all. So that's the end of my reading. So I would say, if you want a reading with me, please go to email me at www.divineunisouls11@gmail.com, so you can get a reading. I'm running an $11 special for the month of January, and so please contact me that way. Again, look down in the comment section to also make sure that you, if I have any kind of footnotes or things or added thoughts that I want to add on, when I look back at my videos, I kind of see what things I want to add. All right, until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascendant. Namaste, Nama go.